In My Life Matters, we've been trying to work out all of the details of checking into club, and we've tried to come up with a system that makes it more helpful for you. Step one in the check-in process is always go to the school office and check into their machine, letting them know that you're there, print your name tag out, then you have permission to be there. Do that step first, and then come down to where everything else is and everybody is at. The first step in getting your materials together is to go to this big box that stays at the school. You go into this box, what you find is your team box. You can decorate your lid. My student of the week's write their name on the top of the lid as that develops. Now this box stays at the school every week, and so you will not be sharing boxes with other leaders like we've done in the past. What this enables you to do is customize your box. There's some things that we supply, we put in your box. There's hole punches in this box, there's pencils, the students' name tags, candy will all be in that box as usual. One important one is your attendance sheet. That's going to be in your box. In that attendance sheet, there's also going to be a spot for leaders to check in. It helps us keep up with our impact reporting. So all these things will be in this box. If you run out of something, we have an extra box. It's got all the common things we often need extras of. Last week you took your hole punch home, you forgot it. There's extra hole punches in here. Pencils, there's extra pencils in here. There's also a ball of yarn. If your student's name tag gets bummed up, you have to cut it. All you need to do is replace the yarn. We've got some in this box for you. There's also in this box a prize box. This can stay in here, and then when you pick your student of the week, you can come up and let them pick something out of the prize box, and they get to go, hey, John gets to go pick some out of the prize box today. Awesome, great. Or if you like to do it a controlled way, you pick one thing out, and before the club starts, hey guys, this is our prize for the student of the week. Make sure you're on your best behavior. This prize box stays in here. It's another tool for you to have. Also in here we have extra lesson plans in case you forget yours. There's a first aid kit if you need a band-aid for anything. Kid spills a drink, paper towels. If a kid has an allergy, those allergy-free snacks are in here. There's also whiteboards if you need a whiteboard. These types of things will be in here. So grab what you need out of this box, take it back to your small group station. Also this year we're going to be using a student notebook. All of these will be kept in this box right here. Make sure you grab your student notebooks. It's going to be a great tool this year. So this is where we're going to keep them so the students don't lose them. You get all your materials, you take them back to your stations. The next step in doing that is make sure everything is prepped. Like your snack. Some of our snacks are pre-packaged. You scoop them up, take them back to your small group. When it comes time, you pass them out, you have them. Occasionally we get a package of a snack that's not pre-packaged, and so you have to pour the juice, and when that typically happens is when a church group comes in and provides snack. What does that look like? When we dismiss a large group, you walk through the line, the students grab your snacks, you give them instructions on what you expect them to do as they walk back to their spots. Sometimes they're pre-packaged and other times they're not. So be ready for that. If it's a pre-packaged day, make sure you have it ahead of time where you can grab it and pass it out. You don't want to lose the 3 minutes it takes to go get it and bring it back. The next thing is, if you want to use one of these books or one of these whiteboards and you want to write the verse on it, you got to pull the marker out. I lost my marker somewhere. That's an extra tool. Oh, here, I've got my marker. Now let me write the verse down to you. Taste and you've lost all the kids' attentions. You can't do this in front of them. This should already be done. Right here I have my verse written down. I've done it beforehand. I made sure I took the time to do it. Hey guys, look at that verse for today. Hold it in front of them. Taste and see that the Lord is good. And you pray whatever game you have coming up next. Sometimes you don't do the whiteboard game. You want to put it on the door. Well, then you got to like pull out your tape dispenser and you're fumbling around to get the thing stick up, and I hate scotch tape. What do you have? Your verse is prepared beforehand. You have it on the board. I dropped one, but it's okay, it's prepared. And the cards are right there, ready for the kids to see. The kids walk up to small group, they know what to expect, and they know what the verse is going to be. They can start reading it ahead of time if they want to while they're eating their snack. Your verse is up there, and it's a tool to use for you if you're prepared ahead of time. The last thing is that you have your chairs when you set up your chairs. If you want to have your chairs set up in a circle, if you want them in a square, whatever, if you want them in 2 rows, however you decide to set your small groups up, you can set your chairs in that spot. The next thing is you can also take your name tags and put them in a chair for assigned seats. You know you want to keep these two kids apart because they always are trouble beside each other. They always interrupt. They don't pay attention when they're together. Put them in chairs when kids say, sit in the seat where your name tag is at. You have assigned seats and it works. You have the ability to change it up every single week. If you have your stuff set up beforehand, it sets the standard. You are more in control and you take advantage of all the minutes you have during small group.